Hi, Joshua Thomas at Academy Mortgage here. How are you doing? Hey, I hope things are going great for you. Just wanted to take a couple minutes. It's been a little bit, and wanted to share a couple of articles that I've seen and come across that keep you informed in the housing market and kind of where it's going. You may not be in the market for a house. You may know others who are, and that's, of course, something that this is valuable for. But another thought to consider before you dismiss any housing news is to remember that housing is probably leading the economy right now. Between that and jobs is the reason we have such a good economy. So anyway, just kind of cool to stay on top of stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple articles that I wanted to highlight. These are both, of course, from, let's see here. Anyway, sorry, brain cramp there. Housing bubble industries experts say no. As you read through these, I'm going to see if I can leave the links into the comments of this video, but as you read through these, I don't know if you're going to recognize any of these people who are considered experts. I recognize a few of them, and they're definitely smart people, but I wanted to read just a couple of their comments. So this guy, for example, price increases vary, unlike the earlier period being 2000 to 2006. So price increases vary now, unlike the earlier period where rising prices were almost universal. So in other words, different markets are rising where some of them are not. The number of homes sold annually is 20% less today. That's one of the ones I was talking about just a few weeks back, is the overall volume. Prices have definitely been going up, but it's not a saturation level. In fact, we have a shortage of inventory. That's part of the problem. Part of the housing crash was created by the tail end of all that, where we continued to increase supply drastically over the following couple years, and then that's where all the builders and everybody had a bummer time. So anyway, here's another good one. Despite recent increases, house prices remain affordable by historical standards, suggesting that home prices are tracking a broader economic expansion. So just comments from others, whether it's true or not, I guess time will only tell, but comments from people who are in this every single day. Here's another article that I thought was worthwhile. Multi-generational households may be the answer to price increases. I just wanted to share this one real quick because this is kind of a version of some of the things I've been sharing with people for the last couple of years. Home prices have kept climbing. It gets really, really hard to afford a house as they get more and more expensive. And of course, here in Utah, we're actually one of the higher priced states. If you didn't know that, you do now. We're definitely in the top half of the country of home prices, but part of that's because our job market's been strong. My entire 15 career, we've had a very strong job market here, stronger than the nation as a general rule. So different reasons that people will pair up, but one of the things is just remember, if a single person calls me up and wants to qualify, they have to make a pretty good living. Combined household income of two different people, obviously they don't have to make quite as much each to be able to afford a house because they make more together. And the same would apply in multi-generational homes where you have maybe a traditional family. You might have the husband working and the wife staying home with the kids, and then you might have grandma and grandpa, maybe they're both retired, so they all live together. There's three different incomes that we're able to count in that case, allowing. And with our massive homes that we have anymore, this is funny. This actually compares back to the 50s. In the 1950s, 1 in 5 Americans shared a house. We're kind of going back to that. I think it's funny because our homes back in the 50s were much bigger than they are now, weren't they? Excuse me, the other way around. Much smaller than they are now. It seems like we can fit 3 or 4 families in some of our homes nowadays. Anyway, that's about all I wanted to share today. Just some interesting articles. Wanted to go ahead and just kind of make sure you guys are aware of what's going on in the marketplace. Make sure that you just can kind of follow it along. Interest rates are still doing really good. They're off their lows from the year, but they're still in a really good position. A lot of people are able to move, and with home prices continuing to climb, it's a very good idea to do so. So I'm still saying the same thing I've been saying all year, and that's if you don't own a home, give me a call. Let's get you qualified now. And then if you already own a home, give me a call. Let's get you qualified and get you into a second home. Maybe buy a vacation home and do some VRBO, or maybe do straight up rental property or something like that. So anyway, just give me a call if you have any interest in or if you know anybody that's thinking about moving and needs some help. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Thanks a lot, guys.